What's up, everybody? Steve here. Today I'm going to get a listing agent on the phone. He's got a foreclosure listing that it looks very interesting, to say the least. I think that there could be some equity in the deal based on sold comparables, which I'll talk a little bit about after our call as well. And if it all looks good, then I'll bring you guys through that foreclosure as well. In the interim, as the phone conversation is going to take place, I will overlay some of the photos so you guys can see kind of the current condition of this property. Now, this property is located in North Naples. It is on Vanderbilt Beach. Basically, it's got a preserved buffer between the buildings and Vanderbilt Beach, and it's an easy walk to the beach. So I'm very interested in the property. Maybe even a property for us to live in at the right price, but I have to get it at a price where I think that we could even flip it and make money if we do not want to live there. And it is a 3-bed, 2-bath, first floor condo, not the biggest views in any sense, but it looks interesting to say the least. So let's jump into this call.
Okay.
Hi, man, Steve Daria, Maxim Realtors. How are you?
Good. How you doing, Steve?
Good. I was calling you on
Sure. Yeah. Hopefully you got my message. I did give you a call back. It went right to voicemail.
Yeah. My apologies for that. Thank you very much for calling me back. Just a couple questions on that. Did you guys get any estimates on what it would cost to rebuild that?
No, sir. Nope.
Okay. And then have you guys had any offers on it?
No official ones. A few people that mentioned submitting offers, other agents, but they never submitted them. I think they were thinking lower. I don't know if you're aware. That property is a reverse mortgage foreclosure. And there's HUD restrictions on the sale. One of the restrictions is the property can only be sold as is and at full list price for a 6-month period.
So meaning 6 months, it has to stay at the price or whatever price that you guys put it at. You have to get that price.
Only sold at the full list price. Yep, which is the appraised value. They were able to lower that price recently. I don't know if you noticed or not.
Yeah.
Because they did another appraisal and it came in lower as the market's softening a little bit now, which you're probably aware of also. So we're able to get a lower reduction just because the appraisal came in, but they still have to sell that property at the appraised value, which is the 603 right now, according to Fannie Mae.
Gotcha. And the second appraisal that came in at the 603?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Okay. In its current as-is condition?
Correct. Yep.
Interesting. Okay. Any open violations or anything on that property?
No, not that I'm aware of. I don't think there was any over there. No, the association, we were dealing with them. Obviously, there was a water leak before I got there, so we got that cleaned up. I'm not really exactly sure what happened before I got over there, but we did remediate the previous water leak and had the water stopped that was leaking from an above unit into that unit. So
that was my next question. Gotcha. Did it come down from the kitchen or bathroom?
I think it was leaking from 201 and 401, both from the bathrooms. I think the shower pans were leaking. I don't know if nobody was paying attention over there or what, but again, I'm not really sure what happened before I got over there.
Okay. All right, and then I assume everything was remediated in terms of taking out any mold-ridden drywall and stuff like that?
Correct. If you saw the photos, that's why it looks kind of cut up in there. Yep, there was all this vented sheetrock, and then there was an air test. It passed an air test, so it should be fine.
Okay.
Needs to be rebuilt, though, obviously, So.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, based on my analysis, I don't think I can come close to the full ask on that, so I'll just keep an eye on it.
Appreciate it. Thanks for the interest. If you have any other questions, just let us know, okay?
Cool. Thanks a lot, Rod.
Sure. Have a good afternoon.
Bye. So that saved me a trip. There's no point in actually looking at that foreclosure because per this listing agent, he said it was a reverse mortgage. So that, I guess based on those guidelines, they have to get full price, and that full price is 603. They previously were at 675, so it sounds like they redid an appraisal, and that second appraisal came in at 603. Current comps, which this is why I had interest, current closed comps, which I'm not necessarily, especially in this market, I'm not going to utilize those comps as basically what I think the property would sell, because our market is stagnant and I believe starting to decline. So current comps were about 800,000, and that's for basically a unit that you could actually live in. Now this property, I'll try to put up some pictures of it as well, but basically there was a leak from an upper unit, and so essentially the entire place needs to be completely rebuilt, from the bathrooms to the kitchen to the flooring. Needs drywall, and all of it's going to need to be permitted as well. So it's going to be a heavy expense. So again, they're asking $603. I figure it's going to cost at least $100,000. I would get better figures by actually going into the property and doing our analysis of what it would cost. But I think ultimately, you probably have to get that thing closer to $400,000, maybe $450,000. And see if you guys can actually turn and flip it. And again, coming below where that previous sold comp of $799 was. So anyway, that's why it's important just to call, ask some questions, figure out motivation. I know it's a bank owned, so I would have asked more about motivation to the listing agent if it was an individual seller. Obviously, they're more motivated because it is a foreclosure. But it's important, if you guys are buying real estate, investing in real estate, don't be afraid to call the listing agents, or if you have an agent representing you guys, to call on your behalf. Maybe even get on a 3-way call so you can actually listen in as well. Or just call the listing agents directly and feel them out. And a lot of times these listing agents, they disclose information that they shouldn't necessarily disclose. And, it works to your advantage, obviously. And that's why I love to get on the phone, call these agents, really pick their brains, as opposed to, sending a text message. We're in this world of text messages and emails. And I think it's really important to get somebody on the phone, because you can really play off of their response as opposed to, a digital response. So, if they responded a certain way, then I might critique my question another way as well. But at this point in time, there's probably no point in looking at this foreclosure. Anyway, appreciate you guys being with me here today, and I will see you guys on the next video.